Cass.
Hey, I'm Nneze.
And we're new here, so sorry if you don't recognize us.
No, literally. It might be a rough ride today.
Yeah, but I mean, we're gonna do our best, so we're doing our best. We're gonna try. Oh my gosh, I got makeup on this. Something exciting though. Did you know today is National Pasta Day?
I did in fact know today was National Pasta Day.
I'm really excited about it. Did you eat pasta?
Yeah. And
did
yesterday.
You promise?
I literally promised.
I don't believe you. Okay, well, what type of pasta did you eat?
The best pasta.
No, like the actual noodles.
Yeah,
like what
I'm
kind?
gonna tell you what it is.
Okay, what is it?
It's rigatoni.
Wait, which one's?
Okay. It's like the big tube. Like the big tube because it carries the
big tube?
The big tube. Because, okay.
Like spaghetti?
No, babe. Like, it's like the big circular kind because it carries the most sauce. It's like penne, but without the points. It's just a circle.
Oh,
like,
okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
How do you feel about penne? That's been a hot topic on TikTok.
Penne is a pasta for losers and wimps and weenies.
Why are you a hater?
I feel like if you eat penne, you're the kind of person who had, like, your noodles snipped when you were a kid, or like your steak cut so you didn't choke. Like, I just feel like penne.
I interpreted that so differently.
Penne feels like pasta but with training wheels on, and I just feel like
it.
You don't.
Okay, but I used to cut my pasta.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, not as a kid even though. I think I was in college. It's because it's easier, and I couldn't like twist it enough. Like it wasn't working.
So is penne your favorite?
No, absolutely not. I like corkscrew, especially with mac. It's good, especially with mac and cheese. And do you know Teeny on TikTok? Chef Teeny?
Maybe.
She worked with Gordon Ramsay. She was on his like kid show or something like that. I don't know, but she's really good. And she has this viral mac and cheese recipe, and she used corkscrew, and now that's like all I want to use.
I'll let you have it.
It's good. Why don't you like corkscrew?
Would never come for you.
That's crazy.
I'm glad that you like corkscrew.
You would always come for me. You come for me every second of every day.
All pastas are good. See how I lie?
Yeah, but see, I do think pasta. I'm a carb girl. I crave carbs. It's an issue. So, like bread, anything. Yeah.
I'm on your side.
Yeah, it's a problem. Yeah. Well, also, have you ever had cup of noodles? You have to have.
Of course.
Okay, because I lived off cup of noodles in college, and now I feel like I can't eat like lower quality noodles like that. Have you seen that viral like? What is it called? The ones that come in packages? Oh my god, ramen.
Yeah, like I have heard of ramen. Like, oh my god.
Have you seen that viral ramen on TikTok? I haven't tried it, but it's like on TikTok Shop. You like order.
Why would you buy ramen on TikTok Shop?
That's why I haven't yet, because I'm nervous. But yeah, I lived off ramen and noodles in college, especially when we had like online classes for like COVID. Like I was nonstop. My mom bought me like a giant pack of cup of noodles, and I was like super depressed during COVID when we were doing online classes. So I just ate nothing but cup of noodles for a while.
But I'm glad that you at least had, like, the noodles to comfort you.
Right?
Everybody has to have had a coping mechanism.
Noodles were my only friend in
so.
my dorm room.
That's okay. We try our best. We literally try our best. We're doing our best.
My best is just never good enough. So.
Your best is good enough here for me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but your standards are pretty rock bottom.
It's okay. We're trying our best.
Yeah.
Anyways, should we discuss some stuff, Cass?
Yeah, okay. Like what?
I think that we should talk about today's discussion topic, which is how important major is in determining career.
Okay, well, what was your major?
So I was admitted to college as a human biology major in a pre-med
Oh, we're on opposite sides of the spectrum.
Listen, and then I got to winter quarter my fourth year, and I said, actually, I don't want to do this.
Your fourth year?
My fourth year.
Oh my goodness.
I changed majors to literature writing.
How? Okay.
And I took the fifth year. And then graduated literature writing, general bio.
Dang. Minor. Wait, so how hard was it to get all your, like, requirements for the second major then?
To be honest, like, not super hard because I was already a human biology major and literature writing minor. So, like, I had already done,
like a lot of the prereqs and stuff. Yeah. Okay.
And the reality is, like, literature writing, at least at my school, was a much faster major than human biology, which had, like, so much OChem and physics and all sorts of stuff that we had to get through. But, yeah.
But you did all that work to switch. Was that, like, do you have any regrets ever about switching?
Absolutely not. No. I feel like a lot of people hear my story and they're like, that's dumb. Like, why wouldn't you just thug it out and write a book, like, after you're done?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Valid question. But the thing is...
But those are the people that view writing as, like, a hobby, too, and not, like, a career. Like, it is a career.
Profession.
Yeah.
Because not only do I think, like, writing is essential to the way that, like, professional society works. Like, I just feel like even as a scientist, like, you've never met a scientist who doesn't know how to write. Like, that's a skill that they have to have.
Well, and if you do, then it's, like, concerning.
Yeah. Like, that's just not
well, because what, you're gonna find, like, all these cool things and you're not gonna be able to tell anyone?
You're not gonna be able to publish any findings because guess what? You can't write.
Yeah.
But I also just feel like being in a school, like, in a university, and, like, that coursework provides a certain experience that outside of school you can't really get. Like, I on a daily basis was like writing stories for multiple disciplines. Like, I had a nonfiction class, I had a fiction class, I had a poetry class, I had like a slam class, African American lit, right? Like, I literally just did nothing but write in all these different genres, like, day in day out.
I love that because it forces you to be creative. And I was a journalism major, so it was like kind of similar in some ways. I love the fact that it was like dedicated time to like write and like do what I wanted to do and like be creative in that way. And I didn't even like process the fact that could be a job, and like the thing I love could be my job until I got to college. So it was really cool. I really feel like if you're going to choose a major, you should choose something that you're interested in. And I feel like college is also a big experience just to get you more experience, get you out there, get you used to it, and also like really get to know what you like, because you know, you pick what you like, you pick your major, but then it's like you're still a kid, you have no idea what you're doing. I still feel like a kid and I'm 22 years old, so like I don't know, like I picked journalism and media communications because I loved writing and I thought I would want to be a journalist, and then all of my actual journalist classes I hated. And I was like, I actually had this conversation with the professor, and that was the first time I realized I didn't want to be a journalist, was because he was talking about why he became an educator, and he was like, well, a journalist has to go through really tough situations and see like really horrible things, like for example like the war in Ukraine, like all these things, and you can't be involved. Like, you see a kid like struggling and suffering, like you're not supposed to get involved and help, and that's something I knew I could never do. Like I would never be able to sit back, and I know it's so important and vital to like share those stories and share what's really happening rather than getting yourself inserted into the situation. I just knew it's not something I was capable of doing. So so I did that, and then now I'm in marketing, and that's exactly what I love. And I honestly feel like I'm glad I did journalism, because I did like photography classes and like, you know, all these writing classes that I think really helped me in marketing too. Yeah,
you learned a lot of transferable skills for what you're in now. So, I mean, obviously, since you are not a journalist now, but like it is something that you spend a lot of time doing, if you had the opportunity to go back and change it, like, would you?
No, I wouldn't. Honestly, I met some really cool people. I also think journalism was just a really cool department in general. I loved all my professors. I loved what I learned, and I loved meeting all the people that were interested, because journalism, like, everyone in my classes was interested in doing something different. Like, we were all in journalism majors, but someone wanted to be a photographer or a videographer, and then someone wanted to be a copy editor, and like they're all completely different fields. And it was really interesting because a lot of my classes functioned like a newsroom, so it's like we were putting out articles or like marketing and stuff like that. So I felt like it gave me a taste of everything, and I don't think I would have known exactly what I wanted to do so soon if I didn't get a taste of everything. And I just think it's so interesting. So I'm really glad. I feel like if you don't know exactly what you wanted to do and you want to choose a major, just pick something that's a little bit broader, like something that you're interested in, but something that's not so specific that you feel stuck with it.
Absolutely.
And like, I don't know, if I want to go, I might want to go to grad school for marketing, and like that would be super cool, and I'd love to get like more in depth than that. But I'm really happy with what I did in college, you know, in terms of that. So
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Plus, you know, I still love writing, but I also realized I like writing for me. Like, I don't necessarily like writing for other people. Yeah.
And that is so valid.
Yeah.
That is so valid.
Well, I will say I really do wish the biggest regret I have with what I did in college was not getting enough internships, not applying to scholarships.
Absolutely.
Like, I got one internship because it was required for my major, and I was very much like do the bare minimum for a lot of my college career, which I definitely regret.
Yeah.
Because you really have, and I was so lucky in that I had my college completely paid for. So it was really like, I had the opportunity to like, I still had a job, but like, it was like a lot less stress, I feel.
Yeah.
And so I should have taken advantage of that extra time. And like, you know, I was so focused on my social life, which is like important as well. But I really wish I took those opportunities, because I think I would have gotten like an even better job out of college if I did that. But yeah, anyway, I should be quiet and we should continue.
Now I think it's time for Citlalli's hypothetical.
I hope you guys like this.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Never ready.
I feel like this is a bit of a tough one. Okay, are you guys ready? Sorry, I asked.
I'm ready.
Now there's a
yeah, I'm ready.
No, it's okay. I'm being nervous.
If you were dead.
Oh.
Sorry. And your friends were trying to conjure you from the dead.
Mm-hmm.
what 3 things would they need to conjure you? And also, how would you show them what it worked? Like, what would you do? Because obviously you can't talk to them. So what would be...
But can I, like, move objects? Like, what can I do as a spirit?
So what would you do? All right. Take it away.
Okay. So, like, things that I like enough that would make them, like, want me to, like, resurrect or make me want to, like, resurrect or something?
Yeah, so it's basically, like, I need to channel the spirit of Cassidy. Cass.
Stop using my full name. Are you mad at me?
Channel the spirit of Cass. What would I need to do that?
Oh, that's so interesting. Yeah. Okay. So the first thing I would do, I think I have like 3 friends total. In my life outside of work. Of course, you guys are all my best friends, whether you like it or not.
I was like, so it's not me.
Yeah. No, you were one of the 3. No, but Tommy, I would tell him. I don't know. See, shoot. I think tacos would be one of my things. And specifically tacos from this one spot. It's called, shoot, what is it called? Taco Stand. Oh my gosh.
Taco Stand is so good.
It's so freaking good. Yeah, I'm obsessed with it. It's so delicious. So I don't know what would I do to like make him, I mean like maybe knock some limes on the floor. The thing is, I think Tommy, like boys in general just like can't get a hint. Like you have to like love him so much, but you have to tell them directly. So I think it would be so hard. I feel like I could give him all the signs in the world. I could write something that says I would like taco stand right now, and he still would be like, what? Like, what does this mean? Yeah. You know? So, I don't know.
Yeah.
What was one of your objects?
Here's my 3 objects. A tennis dress, $10,000, and an In-N-Out meal, specifically a double-double with chopped chilies, pickles, extra In-N-Out sauce, crispy animal fries, and a large lemon up, and... as a result, the Love Island theme would blare from the sky, and you would know that I'm here. Like, I've made it within the room, actually.
I'm so intimidated. You just had your answer, like, completely locked and loaded, ready to go.
I'm just saying that there's no circumstance in which those 3 things would be in a room and I wouldn't be there.
Okay.
That could conjure me right now. Like, I would actually evaporate into a gas and appear in a room where those 3 items are.
The problem I'm having is that I am so insane that obviously.
Well, me as well. We'll continue.
But I have such hyperfixations on different objects or foods or something, and then I'm super obsessed with them for like a couple months.
Right.
And then I wonder if that's like is that like a symptom?
It's okay.
But I'm like, I don't know. I'm really obsessed with tacos right now. I'm really obsessed with vintage cola, poppy, or Olipop drinks. They're like the same thing to me. So those 2 things probably. And I'm trying to think. Maybe like Dance Moms. I'm really obsessed with Dance Moms right now. And I know it's so toxic and bad. And that's what I love about it. And it's just amazing. So probably one of those things. Yeah. But yeah, shoot, I don't know. Next month I'm probably gonna hate half of those things. Like,
but that's okay.
Yeah.
It'll be changed.
Well, not tacos. Tacos will never. Yeah. Tacos is 100% my favorite food ever.
I leave room for you to change and grow as the seasons change. Me personally, I never switch up. Money, tennis dresses, In-N-Out will always be my vibe. Like, it's never changed, actually. But I leave space for you.
What was the question?
It was Citlali's hypothetical. And that way we're talking about reality TV.
Okay, well, I need a break from this. So can you tell me your story now?
Yes, I can tell you my story. Okay, I think it's Reddit story time. So we'll move to our Am I story. Am I the for making our dorm unlivable? I, 19 female, met my roommates, Tiana, 20 female, and Kara, 19 female, 2 years ago. For context, our dorm is 2 bedrooms. A bathroom, a living room, and a kitchen.
That's nice.
Right?
In nice your dorm? Oh my god. Mine was a shoebox probably the size of this with 2 bunk beds. Or not bunk beds, 2 beds and then 2 desks.
Not for real. They had it made. But
dang.
Yeah. Each person cleans their bedroom space as they see fit. We split up tasks for the shared spaces and alternate on buying shared stuff. Example, paper towels. We used to have a 4th roommate, Rachel, 19 female, but she moved out. Originally, we didn't have issues since we're similar socially and academically. Tiana and Kara are pretty messy, leave dishes in the sink for weeks, take out wrappers all over the place, etc. But Rachel
drive me insane.
No, genuinely. But Rachel and I are on the cleaner side. Tiana and Kara also create a lot more trash simply because they order takeout, and microwave food while R and I cook and have our own dishes. Tiana and Kara also procrastinate on their jobs. Rachel and I's jobs, bathroom and vacuuming, worked as a buffer. However, since we could ask them to move their stuff when we needed to clean. Since it was 2-on-2, Rachel and I could also remind them if it was their turn to buy something, so we had a balance at the start of the year. The problem started... I love when the sentence is like...
I know, I'm like, okay, give it to me. What's the tea?
The problem started a few months ago when Rachel moved out. I picked up a lot of her slack, but since the dynamic shifted to 2-on-1, it's been a lot harder to keep a consistent routine of cleaning. I've also
Sorry.
I've also had an insanely busy second semester. Job plus research plus intense class load. When I bring up alternating on chores, splitting costs, or remind them to do their jobs, Tiana and Kara say, just do it yourself if it bothers you.
Oh, they'd be dead.
Side eye. You know what? Blank stare. Not even a side eye. Blank stare, babe.
This is when I get petty, though.
Genuinely. Just wait. I've been so busy this semester, so I just stopped. I've been cleaning my own things in the bathroom, but I haven't been buying shared stuff that I don't use, sweeping, wiping down shared surfaces, etc. I also moved some of my stuff, like food supplies, into my own drawers and told them not to touch them. Within a week, we had crumbs all over, spills on the tables and in the kitchen, takeout food left out everywhere, etc. The trash bags aren't being taken out. Tiana just leaves them on the balcony. We've also had ants show up again, semester 1 problem that I dealt with, but since my classes and work end after call hours for pest control, no one has called. The sink drain is clogged and smells gross. I've seen enough. That is horrible. The sink drain is clogged and smells gross. Tiana and Kara have been finding clean utensils from the trash.
Utensils from the trash?
From the trash. Digging through the trash so they don't have to do the dishes.
Oh my god, who raised them? Okay.
Yeah. I also haven't been doing some of the aesthetic things, like organizing shoes or picking blankets off the floor. It's honestly been pretty gross, but I have a sister on campus and I just sleep with her now. Tiana and Kara invited friends over yesterday who were understandably grossed out. The friends left pretty quickly and Tiana and Kara freaked out. They turned on me and said I haven't been cleaning as much as I was first semester. Kind of true, but I was doing too much anyway.
Oh, the audacity.
It escalated into a fight, hence the unlivable comment, and it's since spread throughout our friend group. Most people haven't visited and agree with Tiana and Charlotte, but the ones that have are siding with me. So, am I the...
Oh, I have so many opinions on this. I'll preface this with roommates are hard. Like, genuinely. Regardless of whether you're friends with them or you match up personality-wise, like, roommates are difficult. There's always going to be some kind of issue. I've never heard of anyone who's had 0 issues with their roommates ever. But that's disgusting, and the problem probably starts with their parents, because I'm like, I started doing all my own chores and stuff naturally, like as soon as I started being old enough to do those things. Yeah. And I knew I had things that I was personally responsible for, so I learned that from a young age. If your parents are giving you everything and not making you work for anything, like it creates spoiled children. But now they're old enough where I'm like, it's your fault.
See, here's my beef, because I recognize that everybody has like different lives where they learn different skills, etc. Like college, a lot of times for some people is like an adult training ground where like there are realistically people there who have never had to do a load of laundry, like never had to wash a plate, etc. And I get that. I mean, I don't, but like I can empathize with that.
You can understand.
My thing is like, when, first of all, the entitlement being coming at her and being like, you haven't cleaned, instead of being like, okay, what can we as a group do to like fix this
situation? Shouldn't it be like a shock thing where it's like, wow, let's start a chore chart, because all of a sudden I realized I thought all these things were getting done and clearly I'm not doing anything.
Like, I can't remember the last time I took out a trash bag. I can't remember the last time I washed a utensil so I didn't have to dig it out of the trash. Like, I just feel like those would have been wake up calls. But let's say that that's not the case. I just feel like if I'm putting myself in the shoes of the entitled brat in the situation, and I know that I cannot maintain a clean environment with another person, why would I get a roommate? That's
Seriously?
my thing. I
then
feel
you
like
gotta
those
pay
people
extra for
always
it.
get the roommate, and then they're shocked when the roommate is mad at them for them not being able to carry their own weight.
Well, also, they're not asking for, like, insane, like, it's not like this person doesn't sound like they're a neat freak. It's just, like, do the most basic things. Like, no one likes taking out the trash or doing dishes. Not really. But, like, you do them because it's disgusting. Like, I don't understand how And how can you live like that? The thing is with me, I could be messy with clothes. Like sometimes I'm not the best with clothes. I'm much better now. No, but that's the thing. Food, absolutely not. Like I don't have any food near my bed. I always do my dishes and I always take out the trash because I want to smell. And like
my thing is that like you said, I just feel like there's a certain point that we get to where like we need to have a hard look in the mirror. Like if my sink smelled, like if I could walk into my kitchen,
what are you putting sink,
down
there? Like is it like the bathroom sink though? Is it the kitchen sink? Because I think of the bathroom sink, I'm like, what are you putting in there?
Both are
okay, well, and also I used to work at apartment complexes, and they were mostly student housing, so it was a lot of college students, and the amount of disgusting things I had to see because college kids do not pick up after themselves. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like I saw a toilet that had been clogged for a week and they just used it repeatedly over and over again, and they never contacted us. The only reason that we got contacted was because there was plumbing issues in the apartment, like above them or something. Yeah. Or like downstairs. I don't know. And it was disgusting, and I was like, what do you mean you're just going on top of it? Like what? I just don't get it. But you know what? I might be different from them, and that's fine. So if they can live with like a super messy environment like that, and they can live with food everywhere, fine, but not in the common spaces.
That's what I'm saying. Like at least like do not subject other people to a standard that they're not comfortable with.
And that's just common decency. That's not even like, like you might not do all these things if you were living by yourself, if you're okay with the filth. But like, I don't understand. Like,
for sure.
Well, and I'm like, if I knew I was an absolute slob, like I would never want my roommates to know that.
No.
And I feel like the only people who are siding with them, they're probably saying, oh, my roommate stopped cleaning. She's not cleaning anything anymore. Our apartment's a disaster. Not saying, oh, she's not cleaning up our mess. Because I can't imagine.
I never cleaned.
I'm like, I can't imagine someone would hear that and be like, oh, wow, yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Like,
so I just feel like, in short, that person is not.
Yeah, but like freshman year was hard because I had a roommate that was completely opposite to me. And she was in ROTC, and it was a random roommate. I'm a chronic procrastinator, so like I'd never do anything on time. And so so she was in ROTC, which means it's like for the military, I think, or something like that. And she would get up at like 5 in the morning to go run and like go do all this like exercise with her team or whatever. I don't know what they call it, her troop. But I was having a crazy freshman year and not doing the best. And so I would come home 4 or 5 in the morning, and she'd be getting up and running, and the judgment, like not even side eye, like she would be looking at me like
full on,
like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So that was a problem. And like I was kind of messy, like, but the thing is I pushed all my clothes under my bed, so it's not like she could see it. Like, you know, I shouldn't be admitting this, but yeah,
that's okay. Look how far we've come.
She's still super nice. She's married now.
Wow.
Can we talk about that? Like, so many people I know are just like married with children now.
Yeah.
I'm still a child.
Being in your 20s is a weird time. A lot of things are going on, but
I feel like I'm a child playing pretend as an adult.
That's
like
okay.
I feel like I'm playing dress up, I'm coming to a fake job, and I'm like playing Office every day. Yeah. So, does no one else feel that way?
You know, that's okay, because at the end of the day, we're doing our best.
I do a good job. Like, I know I do a good job, and I know I'm working hard, and I know I'm good at what I do, but it's like, it's imposter syndrome. Like,
so true.
It just feels, and I feel like everyone feels that sometimes. Like, so I feel like I'm surrounded by so many talented and incredible people every day, and you guys are really awesome, even in the short time I've been here. Like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes it's just, I'd be down on myself a little bit, but like, you know, I just think that's what your 20s are for. I think everyone feels like we're experimenting, and you know, we're all doing our best. Like, and honestly, you remember when you were little and you thought like, oh, adults have it all figured out, and then you grow up and you're like, wait, no, you have no idea what you're doing either. Like, that's kind of how it feels. I think everyone kind of doesn't know what they're doing, and we're all just kind of faking it. But
So true and very vulnerable. But what I will say, and I've discussed this with other people in the office as well, if you find yourself surrounded by a bunch of people who have one thing in common, and in this case, if you find yourself surrounded by a bunch of people who are amazing and talented and awesome, would you not think that the probability is that you are also amazing, talented, and awesome? Why would you be the one person that sucks in like a room full of people that are amazing?
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of true. And I think you're right, because I have to like talk my anxiety back down sometimes and have to remember that I truly believe that every single person on this planet was put here for a reason. And like, I don't know what kind of higher power or anything I believe in, but I do think that everyone has a purpose, and I think everyone's important and valuable. And I think your biggest power is the fact that you are nothing like anybody else. Like, you could never have a carbon copy of you, because you are you. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. And I'm learning to love all of the things that I used to get down on myself about that make me different, because I'm like, I am different and I'm quirky, and not in like a cute way, but like I am weird, like, and I like that about myself. And so at the end of the day,
we're all just doing our best. Like, we're all just doing our best.
We are. And you know what? Our best is good enough. So.
Perfect. Okay, when she says I'm weird, you have to cut to the dude from Riverdale. I'm sorry.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. I don't fit in, and I don't want to fit in. Have you ever seen me without this stupid hat on? That's weird.